All right. So, listen, I be thinking this stuff. I be thinking, nah, that's too harsh for YouTube. I ain't trying to have no beef with nobody. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of having like weird beefs with people from big to small on this platform. But I've been saying this for the longest time. One Punch Man fans don't know how to debate. Again, listen, I'm not even the biggest debater. I know there's flaws in my arguments. I know people think like Swag Kage, Seth the Programmer, Chuck, anyone is a better debater than me. I'm not even disagreeing with that. But I've been dealing with One Punch Man fans since like 2015, since I graduated high school. Learning to accept their very noob-like arguments. Learning to just enjoy the show despite the toxic fan base saying Saitama one-shots everybody, especially after season 1. It's the best anime ever, to seeing how a lot of them have kind of disappeared after season 2. Granted, they still love season 1 so much, that's why they stuck around. And of course Murata being the GOAT and enjoying what's happening recently with Saitama versus Garo, and just overall like enjoying the show. I even have a Saitama figure right in front of me actually. But to see how immature this fan base has gotten with Itolek made his recent animation over Goku versus Saitama. And I knew this was going to happen. I even made 2 videos. One was a short talking about the Goku versus Saitama formula, saying that you're pretty much not going to satisfy anyone because it's going to be one of those where you have Saitama either one-shot everyone, which is going to piss off everyone who's not a One Punch Man fan, or you're going to have it where Saitama is able to beat down all the forms of Goku until you get to the final form. Then he either loses or ties. And depending how you interpret the finale of Goku versus Saitama, it can be considered that Goku won, he just run out of stamina, or by what Itolek said with the characters that they quote-unquote didn't win either one, they just got to fight again. Which, again, if you have Goku in Perfected Ultra Instinct never get touched by Saitama and Dragon Fist him, but then you try to say that he quote-unquote tied with him at the end because you have him fall out, I don't really know if that counts as like a moral victory for Saitama, but regardless, it's a goated fan animation with one guy doing all these animations, right? And I even respect Mastar Media, who made a whole video talking about how he thinks Saitama is invincible, which again is like, listen, we've got to a point that people don't even understand what the word limitless means, what invincibility means. Like, when I think about a limitless character who can do anything at any time, I think about the one above all. I think about the presence. They don't have no gag scene where they get scratched by a cat or they can't take down a mosquito. Despite how much you want to say those are gag scenes, and people even throw out the Goku being hit by a laser beam or when his guard is down, blah, blah. When you get to a point where your argument is like, okay, I can move the goalpost when it's a character I don't like a Superman, like a Goku, like, oh, Superman got effed up because of kryptonite. Well, he has kryptonite. You can do whatever you want to. Or Goku, when literally the narrative is saying that if he lets his guard down, he can be open to a weakness. But when Saitama gets scratched across the face or anything like that, it's a gag scene, you're still saying that, hey, that doesn't count though. If we're talking about a character that's so unbeatable, that's this gag, that shouldn't really happen to him, right? But even then, it's like you have people like Orale where they destroy the planet and it comes back in half literally the next page. And even Goku, when he was a little kid, he smacks something and destroys part of the page or whatever. Saitama has literally never done any of this. And the fact that the story's breaking down how Saitama's power works, I think Saitama's growth is limitless, right? If you give him enough time, he can surpass a character if given enough time. But the fact that people don't understand that if any character literally attacks Saitama before he can grow that strong and blitz him and kill him, and you don't have the whole plot armor of him being in his own series where, you know, he's got to maintain that title of being the strongest, that doesn't work anymore outside of his verse, right? There's plenty of characters. Hell, we even have characters in Dragon Ball who have that same gimmick of becoming stronger and they eventually get surpassed or get beaten before they can grow anymore, aka Broly. But Saitama fans have taken that animation so personally that they're making videos saying that Saitama is invincible, he beats everyone, when there's flaws to the argument and the character still has like limitations that we've seen before, and he has to eventually grow that. Even when he beats Garo with the quote-unquote like zero punch, he literally says before he gains those power-ups, he went back in time, even before Garo gained those power-ups. So like Saitama kind of lost the gains he got got from fighting someone like Boros. And even then, he got like an emotional boost because he saw Genos die, and that's when he even got even crazier. His emotions make him more powerful. The fact that we have a character who gets more powerful shows that he's not this omnipotent one above all. That's not how this works. A one above all is literally a god representing like our god or whatever you believe. A person that can do whatever he wants without any effort. Saitama has proven many times to be a character that has to put in effort and grow to meet up to people more powerful than him. So when people keep saying he's invincible, that is a fallacy, and it's only invincible to characters way weaker than him and that he can outgrow because they can't kill him in time. So I just get tired of these people who do that, have no real debate. You need to get the ones that are super rude and disrespectful and do the whole pseudo-intellectual arguments that he's written to be invincible and all this stuff, but when you have Murata and one breaking down the reasonings why this character can do the way he does and doing all the scientific reasonings about the Boros gamma burst attack that can have like acid rain and stuff, they're doing all this reasoning to make all this make sense and even try to explain the time travel stuff, but you keep saying this guy's a gag character, he can do whatever he wants, when there's so many rules and so much stuff that they're having Saitama do crazy stuff but still trying to make it make sense at the end of the day. And and then you have all this stuff about he's invincible, he's never been hurt, but yet of course we still had those gag scenes and him not being able to hit a mosquito and stuff. Those still shows weaknesses in that character regardless of how you feel about it. So it's just no real arguments, really. It's just nothing but like made up stuff. Like even Ito, like he had to give Saitama like a made up fire power move so he can make it more entertaining. But the fact that we gotten this sad where people are taking this fan animation seriously, this reminds me of the days where you should take Screw Attack seriously. You can go back to my channel. I still have a video uploaded to this day of like why I don't like Screw Attack, and I took those animations seriously. At the end of the day, it's like these people are trying to make an entertaining fight. Again, if Saitama would have won in one shot at Goku, I would have been upset and made my video talking about it. But again, it's still his animation. And the fact that you're like throwing shade or throwing shots, I just think it's weird, okay? And I'm not even trying to go at a specific YouTuber. There's plenty of other YouTubers who like take these animations that seriously. But like, again, it's like, I just think it's lame that Saitama fans and One Punch Man fans only got one leg to stand on, either with the whole he's limitless or he's a gag, when this has been proven wrong many times. Of course, he's limitless in terms of potential, but in terms of this, I hit people, they die, it has not really worked with Boros until he had to step it up. And then with Garo, he had to step it up multiple times, as you've seen the chart of how he had to keep growing. So using the whole, well, his name is One Punch Man, this man hasn't one punch anyone above Boros' level in a very long time. He even uses an omnidirectional serious punch. I don't know how much we can do with this, man. And again, this is not going to change anything. I don't have the clout to change anything. Hell, even someone on the clout level, except the programmer, is not going to change anything, because people are going to say, well, I disagree, and he's a bad power skill, whatever. So I don't even have the clout of Swag Kage and any of these guys. But I'm just saying, like, it's just so annoying that people have gotten their high horses even about a fan animation. And again, I'm not even trying to toot my own horror, but I already kind of knew I was right with the whole Goku versus Saitama or Goku versus anyone fan animations, is that you can have whoever is the challenger step up and beat down the Super Saiyan forms, the Super Saiyan God forms, and get to Ultra Instinct and either tie or win, or Goku wins. It's not going to satisfy anyone. That's how I feel about it. And I'm not trying to start beef with people, but I just see this all the time. And it's just so annoying to me. And shout out to Itolek for like not copywriting me or doing anything nasty work, and also check out his Patreon. I put it in the original video, and just check out Itolek's channel. He did a great job on that animation. And shout out to Mastar Media. Even though he has his opinion about Saitama beating Goku, he did make a whole video dedicated right after talking about how like Saitama's invincible and he should be able to one-shot Goku, whatever, over a fan animation. It'd be different if you're just generally debating, but if it's just like your response to a fan animation and stuff. It's just like, I don't know, I think it's just kind of lame. But again, I did it in the past when I was younger, when I was like in my early 20s or like late teens, talking about Goku versus Superman. So I did that when I was younger, but I think I grew past that now. Anyway, SonTj, peace. Love you all. If this gets uploaded, because I don't want no more beefs with anybody. Even as like a follow-up, and I'm not walking anything back, but like even with everything I said, it's not like Saitama hasn't like proved a lot of people wrong. Like it went from like Saitama being like being able to one-shot someone who can either destroy the surface of the planet to destroying like the whole planet. And then now he's able to deal with like Cosmic Figaro, who can like either destroy like a solar system to you can highball the Shavim and say like a galaxy to universal, and that could put Saitama to universal tiers. But like you can't use feats when it's convenient for you to prove an argument, then throw out feats when someone has better feats than your character and just say, oh well, they're invincible. Like that's why I keep making jokes about the whole Saitama fans love a versus debate until they actually got to prove when a nigga can win, because they only going to rely on narrative. Because when the feats come in and their boys doing well, feats matter. But then when someone has better feats than them, oh well, by narrative and by the title, he one-shots everyone. So no one's saying Saitama's weak and he can't beat like a Bleach character or a Naruto character. But when you start getting to like Superman, Goku, Sailor Moon, people who actually have the feats to back up their hype and not just living off this whole he's a gag, his name is One Punch Man, even though he doesn't one-punch people that actually challenge him. And like, you know, he's shown limitations that he has to overcome through a freaking chart because he grows stronger. He just doesn't start off as the strongest character. He has to grow, even know how far he can grow because we don't have the feats for it. Just saying. Again, if he gets to like fighting God and he's able to like have better feats than Goku and all this type of stuff, then you win the war, nigga. But until then, I am so tired of people taking a fan animation so seriously that they try to make low-key subliminals towards this fan animation. Get over yourself. If you try to make a regular versus debate, fine. But if all you can say is invincibility, gag character, and he can infinitely grow, nah, son. Nah. Anyway, SonTj, peace yet again. Love you all.